Hey guys, in this tutorial we are going to be creating watercolor clip art that you can sell on different marketplaces online or use them to decorate your food journals, cookbooks, or even restaurant menus. So before we get started, I just wanted to show the different types of graphics that are being sold on marketplaces like Creative Market. As you can see, there is a big supply and demand for clip art packages. First, we are going to do a sketch, draw a circle, and then draw some squiggly lines, and that would be the egg white, and then draw another circle inside, and that's the egg yolk. As for the coffee cup, you draw a circle and then a handle. Pretty easy, right? As usual, I'm going to be using the Sublime Watercolor kit, and you can use any of the paper textures that are in the kit. For this one, I'm using cold pressed. Of course, if you don't have this kit, you can use the default brushes like the soft brush from the airbrushing category, or use any other watercolor brush you have. To color this in, I'm going to select a light gray and then get the light rough edge brush, and this brush is perfect for this kind of a painting because you can get that overlap, and that overlap is what really makes this painting more realistic. After you make a new layer on top of the sketch layer, you can start to color in the plate, only the edges for now. And then you're going to select a light blue and then paint around the egg, and you can even go over it once more to make overlaps. And then you're going to smudge all of that using the basic blender. If the colors went into the egg white, then you can of course erase it to clean that up. Let's make a new layer and make that a clipping mask. And then we're going to select a blue. And we're going to use the same brush. Actually, I need a darker blue. And then you're going to just paint around the plate, like the edges of the plate, so that the plate pops a little bit from the rest of the drawing. Then we're going to make a new layer. And then we're going to select a grayish color. This is too dark, so something lighter than that, something that you can barely see. And we're just going to make little marks here and there, and that's going to kind of make the egg have some depth. Then we're going to select a very light yellow and grab the cotton candy brush and make some random markings like this. This is just to make the egg look a little bit more realistic. You can use the blender to blend out some of the edges, add different colors, and blend it again. Let's make a new layer, and we're going to grab a dark yellow, almost like an orange yellow. Grab the light rough edge brush again. And we're going to just make some crispy edges around the egg. You can just gently tap around the edges, and this is going to create that crispy edge that we all get when we fry our egg. And you can even repeat it in some areas to make it look more burnt. And then I'm going to do that with a lighter yellow to make other markings. And then I'm making a new layer and selecting a yellow. And we're going to color in the yolk now. As you can see, you can color the same area over and over again to intensify that area. You can use the blending tool to tidy it up a bit. At this point, the yolk looks a bit flat, so we're going to add some reflections, and to do that we're going to select a whitish color and then grab the Inka brush that comes with Procreate, and then we're going to make some markings just like that. You can blend it out a little bit to make it more natural. It looks like the edges look a bit too burnt, so I'm going to go back to the burnt edge layer and then go to Hue, Saturation, and Brightness and brighten it up a bit so that the edges look a little bit more brighter and not so burnt. Once you're happy with everything, you can merge all of the colored layers together without the sketch layer. On top of the sketch layer, we are going to make a new layer and start coloring the cup. Just like the plate, we're going to color the cup with a grayish color along the edges. Then with a very light yellow, we're going to color in the inner edges of the cup. So just inside the cup. I'm just cleaning up the edges with an eraser. Then we make a new layer and make that a clipping mask on top of the cup layer. And then we just color along the edges of the cup to make the cup pop a little bit and make it look more three-dimensional. And I'm just using this as a reference. I drew this beforehand. So I'm just trying to see where I should color according to the reference. Just like the reference drawing, I'm going to color the inner sides of the cup with a cream color. Then on a new layer, we are going to fill in the cup with some coffee. So using a brown color, you just draw a circle and fill that in. I'm going to paint over the same area with different colors to make the coffee have a bit of color gradation. And then you can blend it out to make it look more seamless. To make things easier, you can of course make a new layer and make that a clipping mask. Then you can just paint over the same area without having to worry about it going over the lines. Now I'm going to merge the two coffee layers together and make a new layer and grab the Inka brush. I'm going to create little reflections on the coffee, and you can do this by making little dots or making little shapes like bubbles. So at this point, I just want to make one more adjustment. I'm going to merge the two cup layers together and grab a cream color and just going to draw a line around the rim of the cup so that it doesn't look so flat. So now that we're done, I'm going to merge all the layers together, including the sketch layer. Then I'm going to select just the cup, like that, and then move the cup towards the egg so that it doesn't look so awkward. And for these types of paintings, I find them to look a little bit better when they're sized down, so I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. One important thing that I forgot to note is to paint the white portions white if you're planning to make this as a transparent PNG file where the background is removed. If you leave the white portion as it is, that portion will also be transparent since it doesn't have any color. So I hope you guys enjoyed this easy tutorial today. Personally, this tutorial made me hungry even though I haven't had an egg for many years due to being plant-based. Tell me in the comments how you like your eggs. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!